All right, guys. Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm so sorry here at Rumble. I'm very sorry that we couldn't go live. There was a glitch in the system, which we will correct by tomorrow. We plan on doing live Tuesday night broadcast every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Rumble. Every Tuesday night on Rumble at 9 p.m. Eastern live. But tonight we had settings were wrong, that we weren't able to go live. It would not let us, and it told us what all we got to do to fix that, and that's gonna require some help from Israel Hall and Paul Jr. to fix that tomorrow. Okay, but anyway, I do want to talk about what we're discussing here, and simply, it's the webinar is going to be off the chain. It is Friday, December 5th, and you can see the names going across there. It's incredible. You can go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com and get your ticket tonight. All right? Get your ticket tonight. And let's talk about, though, I'll tell you more about that in just a second. But first, I want to go to this Genesis mission, an executive order by the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. He did an executive order from the founding, he said, of our republic. Scientific discovery and technological innovation have driven American progress and prosperity. Today, America is in a race for global technology dominance in the development of artificial intelligence, an important frontier of scientific discovery and economic growth. And to that end, my need to invest in AI-enabled science to accelerate scientific advancement. In this pivotal moment, the challenges we face require a historical national effort, comparable in urgency and ambition to the Manhattan Project that was instrumental to our victory in World War II and was critical basis for the foundation of the Department of Energy and its national laboratories. This order launches Genesis mission, all right, as a dedicated, coordinated national effort to unleash a new age of AI, accelerated innovation and discovery that can solve the most challenging problems of this century. What? The Genesis mission will build an integrated AI platform to harness the federal scientific database, the world's largest collection of such database and data sets developed over decades of the federal instruments to train scientific foundation models and create AI agents to test new hypotheses, automate research workflows, and accelerate scientific breakthroughs. So he's turning over the entire national scientific archives and databases to AI, to a super AI superintelligence. It's being called the Genesis mission. It will bring together, listen to this, our nation's research and development resources, combining the efforts to a brilliant American scientist, including those of our national laboratories, with pioneering American businesses, world-renowned universities, and existing research infrastructure and data repositories, production plants, and national security sites to achieve dramatic acceleration in AI development and utilization. We will harness, for the benefit of our nation, the revolution underway in computing and build on decades of innovation in semiconductors and high-performance computing. The Genesis mission will dramatically accelerate scientific discovery, strengthen national security, secure energy dominance, enhance workforce productivity, and multiply the return on taxpayer investment into research and development, thereby furthering the American technological dominance and global strategic leadership. This is scary. We're turning over everything and putting it in the hands away from humans into the hands of AI. And those AI will then create new agents, AI agents. And you'll find out about that in this webinar from John, the AI guy. You'll also find out about some incredible information about this from Bishop Larry Ragland. And of course, Mike from around the world and Agent X. They all four are bringing this forward. But you'll be blown away by John, the AI guy, because he will actually use a AI advancement to show you what it can do. The establishment of the Genesis. And why would you use the name Genesis? Oh, my Lord. The Genesis mission. There is hereby established a Genesis mission is a national effort to accelerate the application of AI for transformative scientific discovery focused on pressing national challenges. The Secretary of Energy, the Secretary shall be responsible for the implementing of the mission within the DOE, Department of Energy, consistent with the provisions of this order, including as appropriate and authorized by law, setting priorities and ensuring that all Department of Energy resources used for elements of the mission are integrated into a secure, and that's important, are you sure it's secure? Unified platform. The Secretary may designate a senior political employee to oversee the day-to-day operation of the missions. Yeah, I'm so sure they can handle that. The Assistant to the President for Science and Technology shall provide general leadership of the mission, including coordination of participating executive departments and agencies through the National Science and Technology Council and the insurance of guidance to ensure that the mission is aligned with national objectives. Guys, this is like taking the Manhattan Project and the Apollo Project and all of our science, technology, scientific information, medical information, Department of Energy information, military component, and combining all of them and giving them to the hands of AI. I'm just going to tell you, I wanted to give that information to you. But John, the AI guy, goes in depth in this. So does Agent X. So does Mike from around the world. And so does Bishop Larry Ragland. It is incredible what is about to happen. Matter of fact, let me read this. And I've got more to tell you about P. Diddy. And also I want to tell and do they call him P. Diddy as for pedo Diddy? Is it because he's involved in pedophilia? And I'm going to tell you also, Elon Musk supercomputers are making people sick in Memphis. But let me say this first. Get the ticket for this webinar. Prophecy Predictions of 2026. Exclusive webinar at my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Let me just throw up here for you. Share the screen here for a second. Let me see what that just did. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You can see Prophecy Predictions 2026 and over on the left side. And then on the right, you see what? That's right. That is the new Christmas ornament. What? Paul Jr. developed that. The Christmas ornament. Okay. Merry Christmas. And you can get that. It's at my website. You can order yours today, or you can order 5 of them or whatever you want. Okay. They're available. There's only there's a $10 charge for shipping. That's with everything we ship. But if you order 5 of those ornaments, it's only $10 shipping. I don't care how many you order, it's only 10. If you want to order the ornament and maybe a couple of music CDs and a book or whatever, it's all of it will ship only for $10 shipping. So you might as well throw some stuff in there and do some shopping. Okay. The year 2026 is rapidly becoming one of the most talked about, prayed over, and prophetically analyzed years in recent memory. Many are sensing a major global shift coming, spiritually, politically, technologically, and economically. On this powerful website and webcast, this webinar, we bring together the strongest lineup ever assembled to examine what may be approaching and how God's people can prepare. This is not fear-based. This is revelation-based. Clear, biblical, prophetic, urgent, hope-filled information. Now, John, the AI guy, will be talking about the cutting-edge insight into what artificial intelligence is expected to become by 2026 and how these technological leaps may align with end-time patterns. Also, Mike from around the world's prophetic intelligence briefings and global instability reports and what his sources are projecting for 2026, earth changes and geopolitical pressure points and major world events. Bishop Larry Ragland brings a powerful prophetic word for the body of Christ, revival, separation, shaking, and the rise of bold believers in 2026, along with his understanding of the Genesis mission. Kim Clement, prophecies between the years 2011 and 2014. We visit Kim Clement's remarkable prophecies regarding New York, Russia, and the conditions surrounding World War III, and how they intersect with the atmosphere of this coming 2026. It's unbelievable. Dr. Lester Sumrall, we go back to 1992, a timeless prophetic reminder that faith, not fear, is the weapon that carries the church through these chaotic times. Pastor Paul Begley will do a comprehensive look at the 2026 in Bible prophecy, signs, convergence, and the escalating countdown to the final days. Heidi and Paul Begley will also do a presentation on the ministry vision, what God is putting on their hearts for the next season, outreach, revival, missions, and preparing the believers for what's ahead. Dr. Irvin Baxter, we will go back into 2017 and 2018 for his exclusive archives. These are my exclusive archives of the end time revival and the two witnesses. The teachings are more relevant to 2026 than ever before. Guys, seriously, it's crazy. And yes, you definitely want to get the ornament, okay? And so go to my website right now, get your ticket for this webinar, and get your ornament right now at paulbegleyprophecy.com. All right, now let me tell you what else is going on here, because in Memphis, the supercomputers, Elon Musk's supercomputers is making people sick. They're getting ill in Memphis. Housed in a warehouse guarded by closed caption TV cameras and imposing barbed wire fence with a row of Tesla Cybertrucks parked outside. Colossus is named after a 1970 dystopian film about a computer that seizes control of the United States nuclear codes and enslaves humanity. That's the name of this warehouse. When it's completed, Colossus will require 1.1 gigawatts of power and 40% of the energy consumption of the city of Memphis on an average summer day. It will pump 1 million gallons of water, equivalent to 1.5 Olympic-sized swimming pools, to cool its processors every day. 1 million gallons every day to keep this processor cool. Although these statistics seem extraordinary, what is happening in South Memphis is a vision in America's economic future. Despite fears of the 2008-style financial crash, investors are pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into AI and big tech tycoons are competing to build data centers at a frantic pace across the country. It was after the release of Chat GPT in 2022 that Elon Musk realized the OpenAI chief executive Sam Altman, his former friend and turned to a competitor, had stolen a march in the AI race. Despite the fact that he's trying to catch up, Elon Musk created XAI and looked for a city in need of investment. He chose Memphis, Tennessee, whose authorities were willing to waive the planning regulations to help him build this supercomputer in just 122 days. He turned a former appliance factory into Colossus. Now, this is crazy, but in Boxtown, which is 90% black neighborhood, first settled by freed slaves in 1863, the residents that live there believe that the fumes that's coming from Colossus, about a mile away, have made a polluted suburb even more noxious. The surrounding forest has turned shades of saffron and pumpkin, yet these days, Sarah Gladney, who's 71, seldom opens her windows, and she has given up on her daily constitutionals. Prior to XAI, we were dealing with more of a waste smell, like it smelled like poop. But now, she said, this is a chemical type smell. It is coming from the big Colossus warehouse. Each question now posed on AI chat box, such as Grok, requires far more power than ordinary Google search, possibly 10 times more. When the Memphis grid was unable to offer sufficient power for Colossus to churn out chatbot responses, Elon Musk installed 35 methane gas turbines for his data center. And while Shelby County, Tennessee, has recorded the dirtiest air in Tennessee for many years, half the state's admissions for childhood asthma come from there. Local residents say the arrival of Colossus has made things much worse. Willie Joe Stratford, who lives there and was born there, blames the pollution from Musk's AI for all of his ailments. Willie Joe is 81. He retired at Boxtown resident who used to work in the city's transport department. He explained his conviction that the mucus he now regularly coughs up was a result of XAI pollution in Boxtown, suburb of Memphis. And so the people feel they are getting sick. Why did Elon Musk pick our area? Why didn't he go somewhere else? Why did it have to be inside our city limits? Well, it's because they erased all the city ordinances, and they allowed the city of Memphis wanted the revenue, which it is going to bring a ton of revenue. While Colossus is just a few miles south of Elvis Presley's Graceland, Musk is well underway with the construction of even a larger data center called Colossus 2, which will be in the same area. So, folks, get ready for the AI revolution. AI. And now with President Trump executive order for Genesis mission, this is off the charts what's about to happen. Meanwhile, P. Diddy, who's still rotting in prison, is now going to have to endure the fact that there is a P. Diddy Netflix documentary is just been released today called Sean Combs, The Reckoning, which was announced in September of 2024. It has arrived at Netflix. There's 4 episodes, and they are released tonight. Sean Diddy Combs is filled with darkness, from a turbulent childhood to a career that turbocharged off to tragedy in his community. This 4-hour project reveals much more than just the prostitution charges that he was found guilty of on July 1st, resulting in him getting 50 months or a little over 4 years in a New Jersey prison. The Reckoning which was actually produced by Sean Diddy Combs' hip-hop enemy Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, is going to shock fans, which includes footage of Sean P. Diddy as he was preparing to be arrested for his federal sex trafficking, transportation to engage in prostitution, and racketeering charges. This is an incredible documentary being released today on P. Diddy. The sadness of all of that. We knew this stuff was going on and is going on around the world, especially in Europe and in the United States and in Australia and in Asia, in so many different areas, the whole world, Russia, China, and of course, in the Koreas, South Korea and North Korea, and just all over the world, folks. It's a sickening situation that we are in. We're truly living in the last days. We are truly living in the days that the Bible said would come. And I'm saddened by these things. Please give your life to Jesus Christ. Get the ticket for this webinar. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I am blown completely away. And oh, by the way, I got Luis Elizondo on here. This guy was in charge of the entire UAP, UFO, alien project for the United States government. This is the top guy. He's no longer in position, but he starts to share with me. He lets me and my son, Paul Jr., we interview him together. It's an incredible interview with Luis Elizondo. And nobody can get this guy for an interview. He's very difficult to get. Heidi went to a Menson conference in Chicago, Illinois this summer, and he was speaking there. And she worked her way to the front of the line. She made her way up to him, talked to him for a few minutes, and convinced him to let us interview him. And it's on this webinar. That's just one more of the Dr. Baxter, Dr. Summerall, David Wilkerson, Kim Clement. I mean, are you serious? We went into the archives to get some of the most powerful prophecies from the past and the present to bring to you in this webinar. God bless you. God bless you. John the AI guy, Bishop Larry Ragland, Agent X, Mike Around the World, Steve Quayle, David Wilkerson, Kim Clement, Dr. Baxter, Dr. Summerall, and more. Are you serious? It's off the charts.
I see geese flying high above the water, a child fishing with his father in the rain. I can smell blackberry brandy and chocolate-covered candy. I see a soldier crying on a train, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long as I dream with weary wonder, leaving Earth before the dawn. I walk the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. I feel the deepness of his weakness. I can taste the brandy sweetness at a roadside Idaho cafe. I can hear old Teddy laughing, Fitzgerald's toes a-tapping to the roaring sounds of yesterday. Falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night as I dream with weary wonder, leaving earth before the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And the light under the Tiffany lamp glows all night long, as I dream with weary wonder, leaving earth before the dawn. I walked the lonely streets of Paris. I was lost and so afraid, falling asleep, reading Hemingway. And a shotgun blast echoed across the page, falling asleep, reading Hemingway.
God bless all of you. I'll be back tomorrow, right here on the coming apocalypse.